Hey everybody, it is August 16, 2011, and you are listening to Project White Rice, hosted by Zack and Chris.
Hello, I am Zack.
And I am Chris.
And today we're talking about planes and weird people on them and crying babies and people with allergies and none of the above, actually. We're talking about vacation.
Yeah, we are. Because we're actually, the reason why we're talking about vacations today is because Zack actually just got back from a vacation.
Yes, I did.
Where'd you go?
I went to North Carolina.
Okay.
Just say what you mean to say, man. Say what you mean to say.
North Carolina isn't exactly like vacation spot destination.
Now it is. In my mind.
Why?
It's amazing. Okay, so where we went was the Outer Banks, which is like this whole island, which is basically devoted to renting out property.
So like a beach house?
Yeah, it was a beach house. It was well, it wasn't like on the beach. There are some houses that are really close to the beach, but it was kind of in like this neighborhood type thing, like a really nice, high class neighborhood.
So
that was kind of next to the beach.
So only for like rich people or something?
Yeah, but like the rich people buy it and then they rent it out through this company or whatever to people who want to. Was it
like an urban kind of place, or was it like one of those beach houses where like you're in the middle of like a bunch of field, like here's the house and then there's like a lot of field and then the beach is like right behind you or something?
It was like, here's the house, you got this front lawn type deal, and then over the line of trees that kind of separates you from the next house is another house, and then they got the front lawn and another line of trees to give privacy, I guess, and then it's just a bunch of houses right next to each other. So like a normal neighborhood, but the houses were bigger, everything was super nice, and like all the greenery was cut and beautiful and amazing, and it was just all around fun because I went there with my family of 17 of us. That's how many there were, 17.
So like,
it wasn't my whole family, but it was good.
Wait, like how many like rooms like for 17 people? I mean, you're thinking like
these are big houses.
Is it like a boarding house or
no? It's not like corridor, room. No, it's like a normal. Okay, so just basically take your house if you have one, and like multiply it by 3. I'm assuming, or take this house that we're in right now, multiply by 3, and then you pretty much have. It's like a normal layout of a house, just it's big.
Really big.
Yeah. And, okay, so there was 3 floors, a pool, and, like, this front lawn area. So on the, like, basement-type bottom floor thing,
yeah,
you had, like, this kind of living room area, a small kitchen, bathroom, whatchamacallit, bedroom, and then you had... In the garage was a ping pong table, darts, air hockey, just amazing things. And there was like 5 or 6 bikes that actually came with the house, kind of. Mm-hmm. So you rent the house with a bunch of people or by yourself, doesn't matter.
Well, it seems like the house like is built for like a bunch of families just to have fun.
Yeah, and so the bikes come with it. That way you can like bike to the beach. Or bike anywhere you need to go instead of using the car. So you rent the house out for a week, 7 days, and you pretty much just do whatever. Another cool thing that was in there is like we normally broke the darts accidentally. It was so funny. One time I was throwing a dart at the thing, and it completely went to the left and just went right in the wall. And I'm like, oh,
wait,
and then
the dart went left?
Dart went left and into the wall.
Wait, I thought you were aiming it, so then shouldn't it just go straight?
Yeah, but, okay, so apparently I have bad aim. And I threw the dart. Instead of hitting the target, it hit to the left of the targety thing. And it made a hole in the wall, and I was like, oh, crap. I took it out. I look around the wall. There's like 20 holes in the wall, and I'm like, oh, okay, this happens a lot. So good stuff on that. And then anytime we want, we call up and be like, yeah, we need more ping pong balls, or we need more.
So there was like a service,
there's service. They clean the houses every week, like for a whole new family to come in and spend a week there. So
that's an interesting concept. So
it's really cool.
So it's like kind of like a hotel, but instead of
Yeah.
just making it a hotel, like you expand it into like a land
house.
and a bunch of houses, right?
Yeah. So it's like a hotel room, just 10 times as big.
That's actually kind of tight.
Yeah.
But like, it seems like you guys stay in like the entire house the entire time. But was there like places to go, like a mall or something like nearby or something? Or?
So if you got bored of the house, you could take your car or the bike or whatever, and you can go outside of the like neighborhood type thing or the area, and you'd find like stores like Ben and Jerry's. There were these Jeep tours that we took, and we drove a Jeep on the beach. It was freaking awesome. It was like a tour.
That's well, the mall seems but like, was it like one with like a bunch of stores on it, or
I never went. I never went to like any stores and bought stuff because I wasn't interested in buying things.
So you stayed in the house the entire time?
No, I went to the beach. I went in the pool a lot.
Was it an indoor or outdoor
pool?
Yeah.
Outdoor pool, and I don't know. It was really fun. And then we had like this cornhole championship. Now, before you say like, what the frick is cornhole?
Cornhole.
So basically, you get these like, they're kind of like pillows of corn, but they're really small.
Really big. Okay,
it's like hand size. Just look at your hand. That's how big they are. And so you get all this corn, you put it in like a sack, and you sew it up, and so it's like a square, hand sized, and you get 4 for each person, and you have these boards about like 4 feet long and 2 feet wide, and you have them at an angle like 45 degrees above the ground, like an inclined slope, and you try and throw the corn sack into a hole that's cut out in the
like how
board.
far are you from like the board and stuff?
Oh, it's like 27 feet, I think. And so you just do like an underhand toss to try and get so it's kind of like a horseshoe, horseshoe where you have that.
Yeah, but so then it's just like a big bag toss basically in some sense.
And you try and get into the hole, but it like hits the board and it also slides. So you can try and hit the board and slide it in. So like if you get it on the board, you get a point. If you get it in the hole, you get 3 points. So stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we do? Oh yeah, so the second floor was mainly bedrooms. There was like 5 bedrooms.
Okay.
3 bathrooms.
Was the bedroom like nice or something,
yeah,
or like
the bedrooms were nice. Each bedroom had a TV in it.
Was it like one of those like? Was it like today's TVs where it's like super slim or something, or was it like one of those old ones where it was like a gigantic box?
No. It's thin TVs, like 20. I don't know, 20 something inches. It was okay sized. So yeah, we had those, and then the room I was staying in had 2 twin beds. So twin size bed. There's 2 of them. Me and my brother share that. I'm losing my train of thought. So there was other bedrooms with like bigger sized beds with the parents took over. So
that was
good stuff.
So wait, what's on the 3rd floor then?
The 3rd floor is a kitchen, like the full-fledged kitchen with 2 dishwashers.
3rd floor?
Yeah, the 3rd floor is a kitchen, a bathroom, a bedroom, and a big old living area. So like the living room, big old TV.
Like a family room and all that stuff?
Yeah.
No, one of the things, that's weird, because like, I remember before I was living around here, I was like, when my parents were looking for houses, I remember I saw, okay, so like we went into this house, right? And the minute you walked into the door, it was like a small space, right? And all it had was just a stairs going upstairs. literally the second floor was all like kitchen and stuff, and sides, you go to the bedrooms, and I'm like thinking, why is there a kitchen on the second floor? And like the only thing I think on the first floor, the only thing that it had was like a closet and then a door to the garage, and then that was it.
That's weird.
And it was just like, I'm thinking, I can't remember what the whole layout was because that was a long time ago.
There's no sleeping in this house. You just make food.
I know. I'm like
drive.
thinking, but then like, I'm thinking back. I was like, how big was that garage? Like as big as that house? Because I mean, garage don't take that much, but like,
yeah,
that whole first floor was like nothing in there. And then, so I'm just like wondering, what are we gonna do? It's like, can you fit like 4 cars in there?
Yeah, there's probably 4-car garages are crazy big. Actually, the garage that we were in with the ping pong table and stuff, you could probably fit 2 in.
Just like a standard.
Yeah, it was a little bit bigger.
Speaking of which, like, how many cars did you guys like? Wait, like, you guys.
Oh, it was pretty funny. One of my uncles had a a camper, like an RV.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to bring the RV in the neighborhood area. But he did it anyway, and he parked it there. And
you had like a ticket
had
or
it there
something?
for like 3 days before somebody called the office and was like, "There's an RV out front." Random caller. So yeah, he had to move it somewhere else. But after that, they got rental cars, and there was like 4 rental cars we had, so we could go anywhere as a whole family and just kind of.
Wait. Did you rent the cars from the airport, or did they like provide cars?
Rented the cars from the airport.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't give out cars when you enter. You like walk there. Oh, finally! Can we have a car now? Walking back would be a pain.
You could take a taxi.
Only walking. No. Traffic going there was freaking terrible. We spent like 5 hours
in North Carolina.
We spent 5 hours from the airport to the Outer Banks just driving.
Wait, was it like traffic, or was it just
traffic? Way backed up.
So compared to Cali,
so much worse. But it's weird though, because every single weekend, like normally in the summer, that happens. You get crazy traffic because people are leaving the area because you only rent it out for a week. So people leave the house, and then people come in to go vacation there and rent the house out and stuff. So it's like so many people come and do that. It's crazy. So, yeah, cornhole championship, blah, blah, blah. What else do we...
Oh, yeah, dude.
On the beach.
We were
That's about it.
Actually, I'm actually going to be going on vacation now, actually.
Oh, really? Are you going to miss any podcasts?
No, it's just going to be till Sunday.
Sunday?
Yeah, I'll be back by Sunday.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Actually, I'm going to a place called Hearst Castle. I haven't heard of it. Well, usually when I think of a castle, I'm thinking like, like somewhere in like Europe where I need to go like meet some tour guide or something like that.
All I think of when I think of castle is like Frankenstein, Vladimir, and vampires and crap like that.
Like all that old stuff. But apparently there's this like one castle that's here in America. I don't know if it's like the last one. I don't know much about it. But if you guys want to check it out on the website, it is HEARST Castle.
Yeah.
Hearst Castle.
Castelli.
But the tours actually the tours are like $25 per person.
Which is
I don't know, $25 for a tour.
Depends on the tour.
And
you
it's
can
like
say if it's worth it once you get back.
And there's like 3 different tours. There's like one of the tours is like, okay, you look into the grand room, which is like where all the guests would stay back then, and
so
like drink wine.
You don't actually stay there. It's
you don't stay there.
Oh, okay.
I wish you could. I wish that would be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be creepy. The paintings the
like,
eyes start staring at you like in Scooby Doo and stuff like that.
It's like, I don't like this.
Candlelit hallways.
So like walking down a hallway and you're like seeing a ghost or something, it'll be like,
that would suck. No, thank you, ghost. I refuse.
Anyways, so I'm supposed to go to Hearst Castle, L.A., downtown Disney. Actually, I haven't been down there in a while. San Luis Obispo, and just a local area, because it was actually very like spontaneous, or like very planned last minute.
I love those trips.
It was just my mom was
Awesome.
like, "We should go on vacation before school starts again," and I'm thinking, "Okay, that's fine." It's like,
Okay, you paying?
well, it's the fact that she's like planning it all out, like, and I'm like, that, for me, that's like one of the most annoying parts about when I plan with my mom, because she starts like detailing down to like every. She's like,
All right,
it's
from 5
not,
to 5:30.
It's
we're
like
gonna
it's
walk
not
to
to the
this
time.
restaurant.
It's not to the point where it's like it's time limits yet. But it's just like every day. It's like, okay, we're gonna be here on this day. We're gonna be here on this day. We're gonna be here. It's like every destination is like, ugh, come on.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, let it be spontaneous. But
Yeah,
then,
that's like
of course, sometimes when you let it be spontaneous, it just gets boring.
unless you find something interesting.
Yeah.
So actually, anyway, since we're talking about vacations, I was thinking about like, what would you do like when you have, what is it like when you have friends come over or something? Like when you have family stay over, because
So
that's
like a
happened
mini
with you.
vacation at your friend's house.
Not your friends, but like for
A
you, you had
really
you and
small
all your
vacation.
like you and your family. You had all your family members staying in one house. Did you guys like get something awkward or anything?
No, I mean it was pretty much like all the rooms. You couldn't hear anything when you were in your room. Like there was no like loud snoring or anything bad like that. When me and my cousins were downstairs in the basement area type thing, the first floor, I guess you could say, we were on chat roulette. And if you have a chance to go on chat roulette, it's awesome. Go do it with a party.
Why?
It's awesome.
Wait, but you're just saying penis the entire time.
No, not anymore. Trust me. We went on chat roulette and we were like, oh no, we're just gonna see penis.
Oh, have you seen those? The guy who plays like piano to people, like
Yeah.
when he goes on chat roulette or something.
Well,
Did you run into
him? But I've seen some people that like play guitar and will be like, oh, can you play Firefly or some other song? And they're like, no, but I can play this song. And they start playing the song. We're like, all right, next. No, but there are entertainers, I guess you could say, on chat roulette that like to play guitar or a musical instrument, mostly guitar, I see. But other than that, when we went on to chat roulette and stuff, it was like one of the parents kept coming downstairs and was like telling us to shut up. But I don't know how they kept hearing us because we couldn't hear a damn thing. Yeah, that's
pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty much private the whole time.
Well, for me, it'd be like
Lots of good
you didn't
stuff.
have like any bathroom awkward moments. Like for me,
There was enough bathrooms to make it so
Like-
everyone kind of
like each family had their own bathroom or something like that. Or
each like there was one
like-
bathroom downstairs, which is all they needed because they only had one bedroom downstairs. Then they had 1, 2, 3, 4 bathrooms in the second floor. Sorry, and then on the third floor they had one bathroom. So and there's one bedroom up there. So it kind of planned out really well.
but
All the bathroom situation.
we'll see. For me, like if I stay at my auntie's house or something like that, for whatever reason, I don't know. I always get so paranoid about using their bathroom or something. Like
yeah.
if I have to take a deuce, like I think it's
Taking a deuce.
I go in and I'm going to take a deuce, and it's like I'm taking a deuce in someone else's house. It's like to me it feels like rude, and it's like rude and inconsiderate, even though you're like staying there, and it's just like it feels awkward because like
smell.
no, but like for me it's like I feel comfortable in my own bathroom, taking a deuce or something. Like going to someone else's house, taking a deuce there is like.
I like how you.
It's supposed to be like my private time,
Christian's private
It's like
time.
it's private time. I could be like,
Part 1, taking a deuce. I like how you kind of simplified you transferred out the bad stuff and just said Deuce. Funny word, yay.
Like, I mean, like, but like, I mean, usually when you go,
I know what you're saying. It wasn't really like that though. I don't know. It's like the first time I went to the bathroom there, I was like, I feel comfortable in this.
No,
place
like, but
now,
like when you're taking like, I mean, even for me, like when you take a shower and you're like freaking butt naked in someone else's house, it's like,
oh, I feel wrong.
It's just like this can go wrong in so many ways right now.
No, don't come in. Don't come in. No.
Actually, what you were telling me earlier was about like that shower situation you had.
Oh, okay. Now don't get anything wrong in your minds. There's no weird bathroom story I have to tell you with my family. But okay, so I was just exiting the shower one time, and you know how you have those towel racks where you have the towel rack and you put your towel on that, and it's kind of like two things sticking out of the wall with a bar in between it.
Yeah.
So that's like right next to the shower where I was, and I turn off the shower and I'm like walking out, and I'm trying to like brace myself on, I'm trying to
like grab your towel or something. Like,
well, either grab my towel or just like get out of the shower because it was a shower bath. So
yeah, you just like step over, yeah.
Yeah. So I had to step over the bath part of it, and I was trying to kind of keep my balance a little bit. So I put my hand on the towel rack, and that was not a good idea.
Well,
I did not know that the towel rack was broken. So it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm dead asleep. I'm not awake at all. I put my hand on the towel rack. I push down to brace myself or whatever, and it just falls. And I'm like falling down with it almost. I kind of regain my composure, and when this thing hits the ground, it's like nails on a chalkboard. It's so loud. It's just like ding, 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 ding. It's terrible. So it hits the floor. It's loud as crap, and I'm just like, no, stop it. I almost die. Terribleness. So I'm moving right now. Hold on. I need to. What the fuck did I? What the?
oh yeah, but so that was your near-death experience.
Yeah. And another unrelated note about North Carolina. We went to the beach, and I was attacked. I was shanked. But not by a human. No.
What?
Just exactly the opposite. I was attacked by a sea creature, with the sole purpose of hurting me, and all other people. So the lifeguard kind of, before this happened, the lifeguard brought us all together, everyone on his section of the beach, and he's like, okay, so I don't want to scare you guys, but there have been a couple of stingray activity, hits on people. There's been about 5 in my area. So, I just want to be, let you guys know, if you're in the water, don't step like you're a big old monster on Tokyo or whatever. You want to kind of shuffle your feet. It's called the stingray shuffle. And you just shuffle your feet across the sand when you're walking. That way stingrays know you're coming and they'll leave. And they get scared and, they just kind of leave. But if you scare them, you step on their back, their natural response is to whip their tail around and nick you. So, I was acting like Godzilla.
You're acting like a dick.
I didn't give a crap. So, no, I think it was because we were like throwing the football, and I was trying to get the football, and I didn't step on it, but I apparently got near it, and its tail kind of whipped back around and got me in the foot, and so it shanked me, and that was it didn't hurt as bad as you would think it would. Like I'm like thinking stingray, that would hurt so freaking much.
Is it like a burning feeling or like a?
It's okay. How about this? Go home, get a knife, shank yourself.
Yes, I really want to shank myself.
And then we'll talk, and then we'll kind of compare. It didn't hurt that much, actually. It wasn't all that bad. It was kind of like if I walked on it, it didn't feel at all good. But whatever. So I got shanked, and then I almost fell and broke my neck in the shower. So in the shower, stepping out of the shower. That's about my tale of
near-death experiences.
Yes, my near-death experiences. Anyway, Packing?
Yeah. Actually, since I'm going to be going to hers, I have to like start packing, and that for me that's really easy. Like honestly, I just packed in like literally an hour. Like I don't know if it's a guy thing or something, but like for me when I packed,
so is a guy thing. 15 pairs of underwear, 2 pairs of socks, 1 pair of shorts, done. You don't need a shirt.
Actually, one of the great was a good tip from my dad was that to get your toiletries and all that stuff like done like separately in like a mini bag or something.
So you already have it prepared before you even think about going on a trip?
Yeah, and like if it's like spontaneous or something like that, it's like just whip that out, toss it in your luggage, and you're ready to go.
Yeah. And then
So
you just
I'm
gotta
like,
put the 15 pairs of underwear in there, and then and then you're good. Because sometimes you get scared on the plane or the car ride, and Twilight Zone, monster on the wing.
Red Eye.
You just get scared, poopless. You know what I'm saying? So,
but yeah, so the packing for me is not that bad until my mom starts packing. Oh my god! I don't know if it's a Filipino
it's like
thing.
a fold-out closet in there.
I don't know if it's like a Filipino thing or if it like affects other like Asian or other ethnicities. But the fact or is it just my mom herself? And every time she packs like everything. Okay, so it's like
we have to bring the Xbox. It's not a vacation without
actually,
an Xbox.
I actually used to do that when I was little. I was like, I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to play my Xbox. So I like pack my Xbox and be like, okay, I bring it with me, set it up in like
Hope they have a TV.
Yeah, I know. Most hotels have TVs.
Oh, yeah, the hotel, yeah.
But then it's not even the fact that she's packing like a bunch of clothes or not knowing what to wear. It's the fact that she's packing food. Like she's packing like a
food,
like a crap load of food.
Why would you?
No,
wait,
okay,
you
so
mean like a carry-on?
No, well, that's actually pretty funny, because no, my mom. Okay, so like how when we were at Comic-Con, how much does it cost for like a burger? It was like $8,
$7, something like that
for like a single
burger,
and it wasn't even that great.
Yeah,
that's why my mom hates so much. So she tries to like pack as much food as she can, and it was funny because one time, this was way back in middle school when I went to the East Coast for a trip. My mom gave me this. Okay, this is before TSA like banned everything on the plane.
There is no chopsticks on the plane. I just wanted to point that out to you all. No fingernails of any sort. They can.
But she gave me In and Out. She packed me In and Out.
That's awesome.
On the plane. Going there, she's like, "Oh, if you get hungry, because all they feed you is walnuts, or like peanuts or whatever,
and walnuts, and
like
stuff.
a peanut bag, and that's about it. If you get hungry, you have a In-N-Out bag." Now,
walnuts. Wait, what?
No, it was peanuts.
Yeah, peanuts.
But it was cool. It was actually useful. Only that one time so far, because I remember she was right about getting the one bag of peanuts, and then after that, it's like.
You're still hungry.
It's like I bust out the In-N-Out, and it's like all of a sudden, my friend looks next to me. He's like, "Where did you get that? Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, I love that moment when you're just like, "Oh, you want this? It's too bad you're a dick."
It's like I'm saying. It's like he's like just giving me that like I want some. Look,
you have
like,
all the power in the world. You can be like, "Here, have some," or you can be like, "No, go away."
And like that In-N-Out burger was really good. It's like
food is power on planes and in like classrooms.
Can you imagine like the smell of In-N-Out going across the room with like everybody else?
Right when you tear open the packing of it, it's like everyone's just like In-N-Out. Where?
It's like we want some. Everybody goes ape. It's like I want.
Everyone
now.
just stands up at the same time. It's like where is it? Whoever's not standing up is the person with In-N-Out. It's a good way to figure it out.
Well, I mean, like, but just like the fact that my mom would pack. Okay, so like, since we're Asian, we always have to have rice, right?
Okay.
My mom would pack like a mini rice. My mom would pack a mini rice cooker in our car. Like
what?
Okay.
They have mini rice cookers.
Well,
that's what I'm confused about. Not the fact that they're bringing it in a car.
No, like okay, but she doesn't go to that extreme when like we're on a plane. It's only like if we're on flight. She doesn't go to that extreme.
Can you imagine that on a plane?
It's like you're looking through the luggage.
What are you doing?
You're looking through the luggage. It's like, what is that thing? It's like
mini rice cooker.
Oh. Oh, you're Asian. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, oh, that would be so freaky. I'm sitting next to someone. I just see steam coming up. I'm like, what is that? What the frick is that? You want some rice? Hell yes, I want some rice.
You see it pulling out a carry-on. It's like, here you go. Here's some rice. Here you go.
Yeah.
And then, but she doesn't go
wish.
to that extent. But it's like if it's like a car ride, which is like most of our trips, we usually do car rides.
Mm-hmm.
She like pack everything. It'd be like, here's the rice cooker. Here's a pot of like
Gold.
it'd be like a pot. It'd be like a pot of like
Right.
frozen soup or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just like
You put frozen soup in a rice cooker?
no. You can like like one of those containers. You know, like one of those like bowl containers
Okay.
that have like a lid on it.
Okay.
She'd like pack a bunch of those
A
and then
pan?
not a pan.
A saucepan?
No, like those
Or just
crap,
a bowl?
none of those Ziploc boxes, you know?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
like, but like really big sometimes.
Okay, I got you.
But it's funny because if you were to look at like the luggage comparison for our clothes, it would take up I'd say a quarter just to put where our clothes are. Then the rest of it would be food. Like it would be like
oh my
it'd be like
God.
so stacked on food. It'd be like she'd pack like I don't know,
That's the exact opposite.
like
of us.
Nutter Butters. I don't even know. She like packs the most ridiculous stuff.
That's
She's about
amazing.
okay. You know, like those
It's so different.
boxes. You know those boxes of what am I thinking? I'm blanking right now.
Just like chips or
Doritos,
something?
like Doritos. You know, like the variety packs.
Uh-huh.
She'd like bring two of those.
A whole variety. 24 chip bags.
Yeah,
in each
and she
one.
put like two of those. I'm like, we don't need that much. We're only going for like 4 days, and I don't think we're gonna like.
Do you want chips? Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Then we're
nobody-
taking these.
I don't know. Does like when you have you guys like on road tripping or anything?
Yeah,
do you guys
we
like
have.
pack that
It's
much?
nothing like that. We're basically like this. Okay, we got all our clothes packed. We got all our stuff packed. You know, we only bring like
Clothes.
clothes, and like maybe a PSP or something for a road trip. You know, that kind of stuff. And then when we go on the road trip, we're just like, "You guys hungry? Yeah. All right, let's go to In-N-Out, or let's go to McDonald's. Just grab
Yeah.
something." I mean, it kind of
No,
saves
'cause, like-
money the way you do it, but it's kind of like.
Okay, so the funny thing
I don't
about
know.
that, actually, when you brought up was funny, is like, you know how when my mom asks, like, if we're hungry or something, you just grab something from the back. It's usually the logical thing for us to do.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes she'd just be like, you guys want to eat? And be like, yeah. And it's like, we'll basically follow what you just said. We'd go to like In-N-Out or McDonald's and buy something, and then we're thinking,
Wait,
I'm
we have all
thinking-
this food in the back.
we have
Why
all
did
this
we just do
food.
that?
We have all this food in the back, and we're like, oh no, we can buy food. And I'm like,
Why bring it?
you know, why did we bring it? But the funny thing about it is that even though we packed that much food, we'd even pack more. Just the fact that, and we wouldn't have as much space to sit down. Like literally, when I would sit down, I'd like have to really squeeze my legs and arms together, and then that would be my spot. And I couldn't. If I need to sleep, I'd have to like sleep on top of like the variety bag or something.
Variety bag,
I'd be like sleeping.
which
It's
is
like,
actually quite comfortable, but very loud.
yeah, it's very actually it is kind of loud when you
Yeah.
sleep on it. You're like,
it's ridiculous.
and then when you like, especially at nighttime, it was funny because I was sleeping on the variety bag, and it'd be like, I'd be asleep, and then I want to turn
A
and
bump. You go over a bump. It's just like, oh, chip bag opened.
no, it's funny because it was like a road trip to Las Vegas, right? And then when I turned, it like made this like the entire time, like I'm turning my head just to like
It's
adjust
like 1
myself.
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
super
no,
early in the
stop,
morning,
stop,
and then both my sister and my mom wake up. They're like, "Stop turning so much." I'm like, I'm trying to adjust myself, and I'm just like, "Oh, come on!" And it's like, "Wait, one more
This
time.
is
Hold on, one more
crap.
time." It's like, "Wait, hold on, one more time." Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
All this food is like reminding me of on the plane back from North Carolina. Okay, so we were gonna have this 6-hour flight, right? We're in the airport. We're checking in, and my mom sees this button on the side of the like it's on the little screen. It's like upgrade to first class for 100. Some sort of dollars for each person. And she's like, "Oh, that's not that bad. For 6 hours, you guys want to do it instantly?" Yes, that's me and my brother. Yes, please. Yes, yes, very yes. Okay, yeah, okay. Yes. Just all over the place.
So wait, you got to go first class.
Yeah, 6 hours
So,
first class.
but it wasn't free, right? It's just like
No, it wasn't free. No, that would be really cool if it was free. So okay, let me explain to you why first class is worth it. So we get in there. Of course, we're the first ones on the plane, which is always kind of awkward because we're kind of sitting there in our nice big old comfy seats. We're all relaxed, you know. We got our bags already under the seat. We're just waiting for everyone to get on the plane. And they're all walking past us. And you know how when you walk past the people in the first class, you kind of look at them, and you're like, freaking rich people. I just want to.
No, it's usually the people in business, and they're already on their computer, making a phone call or something.
Blackberries or whatever.
So you're basically one of those douchebags.
Yeah, I'm one of the people you want to stab. So I was just sitting there. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. And then when people come past, I'm just kind of like trying to not look at them
because they're gonna give you that. They're gonna give you like that pissed off, like to be like, "Fuck,
I'm sorry. She did it. It wasn't me."
I mean, I'd want to do that. Just like stab you, take your spot.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome in first class. So first things first. When people are walking to their seat, just when they're walking to their seats, somebody comes up to me and it's like, would you like anything to drink? And I'm like, what? The plane, it's on the ground still. The wheels on the pavement. What? She's like, would you like anything to drink? I'm like, yes. Yeah, Diet Coke, please. And, we get our drinks. And I'm, like, sipping my drink. And people are just the last person is getting in. I'm like, oh, this is so good. It's better than normal Diet Coke.
Or like trying to be the douchebag and like
yeah.
in the aisle.
So at first we get those like plastic cups that
yeah.
And
the standard
nothing
cup.
Bad to say about the plastic cups. They're pretty good. So we get those at first, and they're like, okay, I thought there was going to be nicer cups, but I guess not. So all the people get set, and then there's like 30 minutes until we take off because there's a line of planes that are wanting to take off. And finally, when we take off and we're kind of in the air and we get to our altitude of where we're going, she comes back and she's like, would you like can I take that cup for you, whatever? They already had it. They already took it. But she's like, can I get you anything else to eat or drink? And I'm like, yeah, a little bit more Diet Coke, please. And okay, I've never pressed the call button. You know the call button that you always see in movies. People just do that and they mess with the people or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually pressed the call button. That's the first time I've done it, and I had something to talk or to say when I pressed it. So I was like, I pressed the call button, and the person came up to me, and I'm like, can I have a little bit more Diet Coke, please? Thank you. I felt bad for asking them to give me Diet Coke.
I never I never pressed the call button either. I just be like, I just like look at it as like, I'd only do it like. Yeah. I don't think I've ever pressed that button.
I never find a use for it until you're in first class. Then you feel like that button is your friend. You're just like, press. Do you have any hot towels? That'd be awesome. Speaking of hot towels, they gave us hot towels before we had our meal.
So that's not like a.
That's not a movie thing. They gave you hot towels. It's awesome. So when she comes back with my drink, which by the way is now in a glass cup.
Is it like
instead of
like
one of those plastic?
It's like a wine cup or like.
It's not like a wine. It's like it's just like a normal cup, just kind of smaller, I guess.
Okay, like. Okay.
Yeah, cup, glass cup, awesome. So she comes back in with that, and she's like, she hands me a menu, and I'm like, what the? And I look at it, and I'm even more confused because I don't see any prices. So I'm kind of just like. Wait, oh, thank you. And she kind of walks away, and she's going to other people. I turn to my dad, and I'm like, do we just, like, pick one, or what do we do? And he's like, yeah, just pick any one of them. And I'm like, it doesn't say prices or anything. She's like, we have first class. Might as well take advantage of it. And I'm like, okay. So I pick, like, so they had 3 choices of a meal. Okay, so they had the appetizer. They had, like, a soup and salad type course thing. And then they had the main meal, which is like choice between like the chicken, which is kind of like a Mexican-style chicken. I don't know, it just kind of tasted Mexican. you get those meals that just kind of tastes I don't know. And then they had like this pot roast type deal, and they also had like this pasta thing, which was vegetarian. So I got the pot roast, and then they also had a dessert at the end. freaking amazing. I was starstruck. I was like, oh, and a choir in the back is singing. So I get the entree or not the entree, the appetizer, and it's lobster. And
Wait. So is that appetizer or
that's appetizer? That's the very first thing.
the free?
You get lobster. So it's like this little
Wait.
salad bowl.
When did this? Was this like on your way back to Carolina? Or was this like a couple years ago?
Back from Carolina to California.
Wait, so that's first class now.
Yeah.
That during recession time we are getting.
Yeah. I felt like a douchebag. Okay, so
I think we
so
should
we
have
get
our
lobster.
standards reviewed.
And I'm like looking back at all the people, and they're like eating their peanuts, and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like, I turn around and I get my piece of lobster, I dunk it in the the lobster sauce stuff, and I kind of turn and I eat it, and I'm like, I might as well act like a douchebag. Everyone thinks I am anyway. I'm in first class. Why not? So I'm like, I eat that. I eat the lobster. It wasn't enough. So then I go on to the salad, and I eat that. All very good. Everything was good. I was like, dang, this is
Like for airline food, it was like restaurant.
Normally, you think airline food's like peanuts and like crappy microwave dinners or something like that.
Yeah.
You get freaking gourmet stuff. It's crazy. So then they bring out the soup and salad, or the soup. I don't know what I can't remember what it was. I know there was an appetizer, and then there's something, and then there's
like a
the main
brunch
meal.
or something. Or?
It was something. I can't remember what it was. So I ate that, and then finally the dinner comes out. I got
Or
my pot
lunch
roast.
or...
It was late at night, so it was dinner. It was like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock
right.
at night. The flight. So I'm like eating my pot roast. It's so freaking good. There's like, it looks all professional. There's like the meat, and then there's the sauce over the meat, and then you have your asparagus kind of laid over.
Like a presentation dish.
Yeah, like presentation and laid over the mashed potatoes. Oh, it's amazing. And oh, it was awesome.
America, I think we should review some of the standards right now and figure out where we should cut some budget.
I want all of it forever. So we finished that, and I'm like freaking out at this point. I'm like, this is so good. I'm looking back, everyone's asleep, and I'm like, I'm still eating. I'm like, okay, whatever. All right.
Yeah.
They have their little plastic cups, and I have my glass. I feel like such a douchebag at this point. So they take my plate away. About 15 minutes later, they come back, and they're like, okay, what would you like on your ice cream? And I'm like, my eyes instantly light up with joy, like a kid on Christmas morning. She's like, yeah, you get vanilla ice cream for your dessert, and then you can have a choice of you have toppings on that, which is strawberries, caramel, chocolate, nuts, cherry. And I'm like, oh, what is all of this? Why don't I get this every day? It's amazing. So I pick some stuff, and then she comes back with it, and it's all like caramely deliciousness, cherry awesomeness, and I'm like eating it, and I can't finish it, and I'm like, no, I have to finish. I can't. I'm like done. I can't finish it.
You should have just gone like to like one of the coach people, like, hey, you guys want any?
Oh yeah, but probably not. That would be
You
a good
like-
idea. Be like a riot. Who wants it? All of the food was so good, and I didn't know that first class had it so good. And I thought first class was like,
So
you
wait,
get-
like
you
the
get
entire
food.
thing was paid, like
You didn't have to pay
like-
for anything. Well, you paid for the first class stuff with like one fee, and then you get a meal, a whole dinner, all that food.
so that was all part of the package when you upgraded to first class.
Yeah, and then you also get like tremendous amount of like leg room. So you're just sitting back and you're like, so relaxing. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's the one thing I hate about like
Yeah.
when you're on an airline, you're just like,
Yeah, you're sitting next
as
to
you're
a
like
person-
trying to adjust yourself and you can't. There's like no space for
Yeah.
me because considering how tall I am, I'm just like can't. It's
Can't
like
get comfortable. Oh, and another thing, when you're sitting at like a movie theater or on the plane or something, you try and get the armrest.
oh
You know,
yeah,
the armrest. You're trying to battle for it, kind of secretively. You don't want to seem like jerk and just kind of push the other person off and take the armrest or whatever. Anyway, so the armrest between the two people, there's 2 seats for the first class. Instead of 3 seats right next to each other, it's just 2, so you get more room.
Yeah.
It's like a foot wide. So you have your space, your next person has their space. It's amazing. You don't have to battle. You can put your whole arm on the armrest. They can put their whole arm. It's amazing. And so you don't disturb anyone in front of you by, the trays that they have on the plane where you kind of flip it down, you have your tray, and sometimes you...
Well, that's not too disturbing. I don't think. It's just like pop, slop, do good, up,
yeah,
again.
pop, slop, do, up, done.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you kind of you accidentally hit it, you kind of shake the seat.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
So instead of doing that, they just had the armrest, flip open, you take out this thing, and it folds out into a table. I was like, whoa, what? Like Transformers deal over here. It's like amazingness. And it's like, hello, may I service you today? Beep, 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 boop.
So it was like something like...
It's crazy.
So it was like one of those college desks where they slide open, right?
Yeah,
so
but more fancy. Because it actually went in the armrest. It was amazing. So that was kind of like my first class experience. And I tried falling asleep, but anywhere you try and sleep on the plane, it's really not going to work out. I've never been one of those people that's been like, just fall asleep on the airplane. I can't. I mean, I fell asleep for
my whole body falls asleep before I can.
hour.
I'd be like, I can just sit there for a bit, and then when I how you get that tingling feeling when you when you fall asleep, and you if your whole body's still asleep, when you move, it feels like it you get that tingling sensation on your feet or your legs or something. Like your leg
dead.
is. No,
I've got no idea. You have something wrong with you. I don't know.
No.
What it
When
is.
your leg falls asleep,
okay.
and it's just
that tingling.
that tingling feeling. I had that on my body one time, and it was the rest of my body was asleep except me. I couldn't fall asleep, but my body was, and every time I move my body, it was I'm asleep, and it's giving you that pain every time you try to move your fingers or something like that. So I'm like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah, the most I can sleep on an airplane is an hour, and then for some reason I wake up and I can't fall back asleep. Anyway, awesome experience. If you ever have a chance to go first class on a plane, I highly
suggest it.
Thank you. I draw the blank there. Highly suggest it. It's amazing.
All right, so I think we're gonna wrap this up. So Zach's tip: if you're flying, do first class.
Yeah.
If you're driving, for me, I would suggest pack some food, but don't pack like my mom, and take up space.
Don't pack a rice cooker. That's. I can't believe she just plugged it into the wall.
Yeah, that's really what she...
hotel and just kind of cooked rice.
All right, then. So,
that's about it for this.
Thank you guys for listening to Project White Rice.
We'll
remember
see you
to
next time.
Yeah, don't forget to do the 3 S's: subscribe, support, and spread.
Don't forget to check out my channel at The Avenging Walnut. Just type that in, you'll find it.
And we'll see you again next time. Next
Very
podcast.
exciting outro. Yay!
Hooray.
Fun.
Later.
Yay.